Hi everybody, it's Heather, the Butterfly Effect, plant-based extreme weight loss, with another video for you. And today I want to talk about transitioning your family to a healthier food diet. Now that you are eating plant-based and you are making better choices, how can you help the people you love the most to also make those changes? So I'm going to give you the perfect thing to say to your family to tell them that you're switching over to this healthy diet. Are you ready? Okay, you might want to write this down because it's very important. Okay, here I go. I'm going to tell you. Kids, it's time for dinner. That's all you have to say. Think about it. When you started feeding your family more of a processed diet and junk food, did you say, now everybody, we need to sit around the table and have a family meeting because I wanted to tell you I'm going to start buying more fast food and frozen processed meals, and we're going to start eating those out of convenience, and I just wanted to announce this to you because it's very important. Also, we're going to spend a lot more time with screens and watching television and on our computers and playing video games and just sitting around, and we're going to do a lot less activity as a family, walking and playing and hiking and having fun. Is everybody okay with that? Yes? We all have agreement? No, of course you didn't do that. You just gradually made those changes. Nobody means to start switching their family to a processed diet, but it happens. It happens because we don't have time, or because we don't prepare for success. So that's a lot of the step that you need to take to support yourself. It's also what you need to do to support your family. And we're going to talk over the next few weeks about all the things that you can do to make living a healthy life and having really healthy food for your family just as convenient, just as easy, just as thoughtless and mindless as driving through a drive-through. You know, I can pull things that I've batch cooked that are healthy out of my freezer and give them to my family and have them ready to go in less time than it takes to put everybody in the car and drive to McDonald's or whatever other poison that we used to eat. So it doesn't have to be complicated. It just has to have a little bit of preparation behind it. And once you do that, it actually is easier than scrambling around or trying to go to the grocery store at 5 o'clock at night, which is, you know, the worst time to go and really fun to take kids with you at that time, right? Okay, so instead of sitting everybody around and saying, we're all going to have to switch to a healthy diet, you know, and we're all going to have to exercise more, which is what we usually do. But that just sets your family on edge, and they're like, I don't know if I'm going to like it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the things I want to do. And also, everyone has resistance when they feel like they're being pushed around. You don't like to be told what to do. I don't like to be told what to do. Kids don't like to be told what to do either. On the other hand, you are the grown-up and you are responsible for what kind of human you are raising. If they're going to be happy and healthy and successful in school and successful in life, that's your responsibility. It's a sacred trust that you've been given. And so how do you balance those two things where the person has free will? You know, when I make healthy food for my family, they don't care if it's healthy or not. They just care if it tastes good. So that's the first thing you need to do, is just make sure that your healthy food tastes good. Find good recipes. Use Meal Mentor. Watch Chef AJ's videos. Watch any of the many vegan chefs that are on YouTube. Get those good cookbooks and make the food taste great. If the food tastes great, they're not going to miss anything, and they're going to eat it, and you won't have to make a big deal out of it. If you start buying apples and oranges and grapes and stop buying chips and cookies and crackers, you don't have to say, by the way, I'm not buying your favorite Pop-Tarts anymore. Here's some nice oatmeal. Make the delicious oatmeal. Make it so they want to eat it. Put all the good things in it. And you won't have to make some big announcement. Just slowly, or not so slowly, replace what they used to eat with other things that taste good. I cannot emphasize enough that it needs to taste good. or there will be resistance, okay? And then if you want the kid to put down the iPad and go out and play with them. They would, as much as they like the iPad or whatever, they like spending time with you even more. It's good for you and good for them. Make a family tradition of like taking a walk after dinner every day. You know, walking with your kid is a great way to find out what's going on in their life, and it's good for them, and it's good for you, and it's good for your family dog if you have one. Do other things together that are active things. Go for hikes, go on adventures, explore your city. You know, most people don't see all the cool stuff in a city unless they're a tourist. Take your kids out and go see that museum or that cool historic location. Or around here we have, look at how beautiful it is. We hike waterfalls and do all that kind of stuff. So that's another thing that you can do with your kids. You can go bowling with your kids. You can play ping pong with your kids. You can take everybody swimming or to a water park. There are so many fun things. It doesn't have to be, we're all gonna go jogging now, you know. There are kids Zumba classes. You get the idea. There's tons of fun stuff you can do. One thing that I like to do is we'll turn up the music and we'll have family dance party in the living room. It's just a fun way of being goofy and getting our exercise all together. So again, don't make a big production number. Don't say a thing. Just say, hey kids, I tried a new recipe. You want to try it? Or, you know, dinner's ready. No announcement required. Just make the food taste good. They'll eat it. They'll be healthier. They won't even notice. Especially, you know, if let's say a kid doesn't like oatmeal, I take all the ingredients that you would put in a healthy oatmeal, bake it for a couple of minutes in the oven, and put it in the cookie shape, and now it's the same exact ingredients. I didn't put any sugar or anything in there, but you bake it in a cookie shape. Now it's a desirable thing to eat. So be creative. If you make spaghetti sauce, it's really easy to grate up a zucchini and put some zucchini in there, put some carrots in there, put some yummy bell pepper in there, put lots of veggies and stuff in their, I'm not saying hide it, but yeah, hide it in their food. A burrito is a great place to put a little bit of extra vegetables. Things like cooked cauliflower, I use a lot of times in place of oil and things, and it makes a great base for like a creamy white pasta sauce, replacing Alfredo sauce. That cauliflower tastes delicious, and it's so easy. Steam some cauliflower, put it in a blender, and then put all the spices in it like you would put in your that you would put into your pasta sauce. And so you learn all these tricks, and good cookbooks will teach you all the tricks. But the main thing is you're in charge, you're the parent, you are raising these exquisite human beings, and you've been entrusted with a sacred duty, and it's really important to get it right. You know, the last thing is sometimes we use our cute little blessings as an excuse to keep having junk food in our house. We say, you know, I don't personally want to eat the cookies, but I need to have them here for the kids. Well, I'm going to call BS on that, because really somebody did that with you. Somebody gave you cookies and candy and junk food, and it made you get addicted, and it didn't do you any favors. If you love people, you will do the right thing for them, even when it's not the easy thing for them. And so, you know, give them treats, but give them black bean brownies sweetened with dates instead of sugar. Give them cookies made out of oatmeal that's basically your morning oatmeal made into a cookie shape. They can still feel like they have treats. They can still feel the love. They can still have really cute food in their lunchbox, but make sure that that's healthy food. And just make sure it tastes good. I cannot emphasize enough that it has to taste good. All right, we're going to be talking more about this, and I'm going to give you some healthy recipes to please your kids and please yourself. And so please like the video if you like videos like this. Subscribe if you haven't. And thank you again for being here with me. I love your comments.